Good morning, everybody. Today is Monday, April 20th, and today I'd like to talk to you about when I got to see Metallica for my second time at the Summer Sanitarium tour. So here is this shirt. It's pretty cool. It was made up of 5 bands, as you can see. So Metallica was headlining, but then we had Limp Bizkit, Linkin Park, Mudvayne, and Deftones. So really great lineup, and I think it's really cool that all of the band members are characterized down there on the bottom. So pretty cool. On the back of this shirt has the dates. Lots of dates for this tour, and you can see the names of the band checked off of the prescription lists that they have there. And then you can see all of the dates, and I went to the Minneapolis one at the Metrodome. That was my first time at the Metrodome. It was July 7th, 2003, and the acoustics there for metal music are horrible. So I'm really glad I got to go see Metallica before at the Target Center, because this time all of the acoustics were pretty bad. Number one, Mudvayne, and I talked about this earlier, but I was halfway through my favorite song, and I was like, oh, this is my favorite song, because everything was so garbled, and I couldn't hear any of the lyrics, so that was not the greatest opening. And then it was really funny, because it was supposed to go into Deftones, but something happened, and it was one of those things where I'm sure, especially back in 2003, there was this weird telephone game that happened. But what I ended up hearing was someone next to me said, I heard that Chino got into a fight with Lars backstage, and so they said that Deftones weren't allowed to go on. I don't know what the real story ended up being, but probably wasn't that. But I didn't get to see Deftones, and to this day, I still have not seen Deftones, so I'm excited someday to check them off my list, but unfortunately this was not the tour that I got to see them on. Deftones, once again, didn't show, so they immediately just set up for Linkin Park. They had a really cool stage. It was kind of this weird spaceship metal contraption, and they blew us away. Their style, the way they mix, they play piano, they've got a disc jockey, they've got guitarists, they've got, rapping, they've got singing, of course, Linkin Park, Chester Bennington, rest in peace, but they did a really, really amazing job live, and their music, just never disappointed. So definitely loved to see Linkin Park live. And then, believe it or not, Limp Bizkit, which, you can make fun of him all you want for sometimes how cheesy he was, especially in the 90s, but you know what? He's really good live, and he actually pumped out more energy than most of those other bands combined. So during Behind Blue Eyes, he walked the balcony, which it was the one time I was like, oh, I wish I had seats that are a little higher up, because he was high-fiving everybody as he sang the song, and he went into another song because it took so long to go all the way around. And then he just knows how to motivate a crowd, knows how to get us involved, get us singing, get us chanting, even if it's against him, even if it's something that's like, oh, fuck Fred Durst. And we're doing that, but it's still, he's leading that. And so he's really, really good at that. So I highly recommend checking out Limp Bizkit if they're ever in your area. And then, of course, Metallica headlined, and as I mentioned before, it was a great show, but acoustics were really bad. So I couldn't quite hear most of the songs, most of the lyrics. The drums were really off on that one. That's almost all I heard that time. So wasn't the greatest a tour, had the greatest package and lineup, but overall I'd have to say, just because of the acoustics and not having the Deftones, definitely been to better Metallica concerts and lineups in the future. So can't wait to talk to you about some of those. But that was just a little bit about the Summer Sanitarium tour of 2003, and I can't wait to talk to you tomorrow about another band, so stay tuned. And once again, if you like this video, you like me, give me a like down below. And if you didn't, just, move on or leave me a comment. Just tell me, what can I do better? I'd love to know. And so stay tuned again, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.